What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Well, it's the afternoon for me. I don't know if it's the afternoon for you guys, but I need a phone charger. Hopefully the camera battery lasts today. I don't know that it will. I don't honestly remember the last time I charged it. I try to keep it charged so like whenever I just feel like picking it up, I can just pick it up and film, you know, just in case anything interesting happens. This video is gonna be a little bit interesting. I got a couple of things to do today. The main point of the video is gonna be on the Miata. That's not what we're doing right now. Right now we're gonna go meet a buddy and one of his friends and go actually drive a road. Now we're just waiting on the car to get to 120 degrees. And then we're gonna go and meet my friend Noah. And we're there. Okay, cool. Alright, so now that we're back from that, so I have not made too many, I think in total there's been maybe 2 videos on this car, on the Miata. But one of the biggest things that I've done, and I guess you could consider my first modification to the car, is a new exhaust and a bumper cut. So when I first bought this car back over the summer, it had a terrible exhaust. Like, this car sounded like crap, and like one of the things that I hate the absolute most is an exhaust leak, and this one had a big one somewhere. So a little while ago I got tired of it and I couldn't take it anymore. So I jacked the car up, crawled up under there, and cut the exhaust up pretty much right under the front of the driver's seat. Like way too far up. And the car sounded even worse. It was so loud. Like, it didn't even sound like a 4-cylinder. I couldn't even name what it sounded like. But after I cut it off, I looked at the exhaust system that it had on it, and well, this is what it looked like. Look, I even kept it just to show you guys. This is what it had on it from the factory. I think you can see maybe the exhaust leak right there. I don't know about you guys, but you can tell they definitely tried to weld it with it already on the car, because it's not even welded at the top. They didn't even attempt to weld it at the top. I mean, these welds are just like, for a hanger, they didn't even use a hanger. They used a screw that they just welded to the back of it. And so, I mean, what I assume happened was they wanted to do a cat delete. The cat either got clogged or they just wanted to try to make the car louder or something, so they cut it off, and it definitely was not a shop that tried to weld pipe back in place. But anyway, so after that, I was like, man, I need something to put in its place. And you know, I did not really want to pay for a full exhaust system for the Miata. Like, for one, I pretty much bought the car to do an engine swap anyways, so I don't know how much longer that 1.6 is gonna be in there. Why would I buy a full exhaust system for it? Then I had the idea, you know, the Focus ST from factory had a center exit exhaust that I took off. What would that sound like on the Miata? Or could I even do it? So I put the muffler in the trunk of the Miata. The next day, me, Joe, and Zach rode up to a muffler shop, and I was like, hey, I want this put on that. And at first he looked at me like I was stupid, and then he put it up there, kind of stuck some hangers up there just to see if it would possibly work, and lo and behold. So there you have it. If anyone's interested, you can put a Ford Focus ST muffler on an NA Miata. And that's right there, that's the bumper cut, as you can tell. Starts right there, goes up and around, and it ends right there. We used Jin Jim's exact design, so go check out his video if you want to figure out how to do it for yourself. But yeah, it looks pretty factory under there too, if you ask me. Like if you stand back, we measured off the center and everything. It looks pretty dang good, in my opinion. And so we had it custom welded in there. It looks fantastic. Give you a close-up of what the exhaust looks like. You can tell where kind of the factory exhaust comes out and curves a little bit, and you can see where he connected it right there, and then it goes from there up underneath the car. Then these were red, because this car, I know this car is brown, but if you didn't know, this car was originally red. And so these tow hooks and whatever this is was red, so I sanded that down and painted it black so it looked okay with the bumper cut. Then that's when we had the Focus ST muffler put on. Now I will say, when we had the Focus ST muffler put on, with just the Focus ST muffler and no other resonation coming out of the exhaust system, it sounded terrible in my opinion. Here's what it sounded like with just the Focus ST muffler. Now I know a lot of people probably like that sound, because I know another person with a Focus ST muffler on a Miata and they like the sound. And I talked to a couple people that like the sound, but me personally, I already have an extremely loud Focus ST. I did not want a loud Miata. And I don't really like the way the 1.6 sounds, but that's just me. I came from V8 trucks to a 2.0 turbo Focus ST. So I'm not used to the way the smaller motors sound. I'm not a big fan of it. So after a while of driving around with that, I took it back to the muffler shop and I was like, I hate the way this sounds. I need you to do something for me. I need you to do anything, just quiet it down. I mean, I don't want it to be completely silent. I want it to make a little noise, but I want you to do something. So he takes and he's like, I got you. He was like, just let me take over. So I'm like, okay, just do what you gotta do. So he does his thing, he gets something, he welds it up under there, start it. I like the way it sounded. I'm like, well, what did you put under there? I'm like, oh, he was like, I just welded a resonator in place. So it's not another muffler and it just goes straight through, but it just kind of quietens it down a little bit. I'm like, well, what did you put under there? A glass pack. Yeah, a glass pack. For those of you who don't know what a glass pack is, it's usually what rednecks put on trucks. I mean, it just, the loud popping sound, but believe it or not, on a Mazda Miata, it actually quietens it down a lot, believe it or not. So, to sum it up, the exhaust system on my 1991 Mazda Miata is a Focus ST muffler and a glass pack resonator. Here's how it sounds. So there you have that. That's what a Focus ST muffler plus a resonator sounds like on an NA Mazda Miata.
One eternity later.
On that note, I think I'm gonna end the video here. It's been a nice chill day of just working on the Miata, just knocking some more kinks out. I'll have a full Miata update with my plans for it and what I plan to do to it coming up in a later video. But for right now, I think I'm gonna end the video here, and then we'll pick up next time. If you happen to enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you would hit the like button down below. The more likes that I get, the more it recommends the videos to other people and more people get drawn to my channel. If this is your first time here, I own this 1991 Mazda Miata. I also own a 2017 Ford Focus ST3. If you want to see more of these two cars, I would appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button down below and join me on more stupid adventures and things that I'm doing to my car. I plan on getting wheels for the Focus soon, so hopefully you'll see that video coming up soon. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, have a good day.